You mentioned earlier on in our interview that, as you move up the levels, the size of a goal doesn't change. And that's such a great thing for strikers to remember, isn't it? And having played at every level of English football, what is it that separates a striker that can score 40 goals in non-league to then being able to do that in the Championship or the Prem?
Um, well, now it'll be athleticism, um, obviously, and what's between your ears as well. I think, I think most players can, at all levels, control the ball, run, etc., etc. But it's the consistency of being able to do the simple things incredibly well, and the things that you do incredibly well. So as a striker, are you someone who gets across the near post? Do you always beat your man? Is your movement really good? Is your first touch really good? Are you a touch and shoot striker? Are you a one touch finish striker, etc.? I think it's knowing what you're good at and excelling at that. Um, and not going beyond the remit of, you might, you might be the fastest guy ever. So in non-league, you're going to get, let's say, 4 or 5 one-on-ones a game if you're willing to run and you're fit enough. So are you good at one-on-one finishing? Do you practice that enough? Do you practice the positions you're going to be in? And do you put yourself in them situations enough? And I think, as you go up, the forward players are so sharp, so cute, so obviously game intelligence is a massive thing as well. They're so good with how they get themselves in them positions, their body movements, etc. It's almost as if it looks as if they're playing a different sport sometimes to certain players in how they move and that. But that's something they've, maybe been blessed with. But also they've worked incredibly hard as a footballer. You as a striker, you're forever doing finishing. You're forever working on things. I think you see that in the difference. You might get one striker who'll run through and smash a ball every time he does it. Then you get one striker who'll glide through and pass it every time.
Yeah.
But that's something that they've worked on and something that they've been able to, craft as a player. And I think you probably see the decision making is probably a huge factor as well when you do go up the levels. You see the different decisions that people make, and that's that the consistency of making the right decision at the right time. A lot of the time separates you from being a decent player from being a good player, from a good player to a great player, from a great player to a world class player, etc., etc. It's always the decision making, how quick you can see the picture, how quick the picture you see changes to the picture you want to see, and how can you affect what's going on in front of you and what's going on behind you as well. Obviously, as a forward player, what's going on, your movement dictates that.